Hello friends, let's talk about a new cue card that's quite popular these days. So the topic we have is describe something that helps you concentrate. So you can talk about any activity that helps you to concentrate in your studies, in your work, or whatever the activity you are doing. So the questions we have is first what it is. So you need to talk about the name of that activity. Second, when do you do it? So when do you do it means you need to talk about the time, particular time of the day might be. So you do it in the morning, in afternoon, or when. You need to talk about the time. Third is when did you learn about it? So if you are doing something, obviously you learned it from somewhere, sometime. So when did you learn it? This is what you need to tell. And the last is how it helps you concentrate. So you need to talk more about that activity. So as generally happens, whenever we are going to start a cue card, we always start with a brief and beautiful introduction. Okay, so the introduction that we have taken for this particular topic is about social media. So social media platforms have become the biggest distractions in today's life. So social media platforms have become the biggest distraction. Distraction means something that deviate you from your focus or from your work, doesn't let you focus on anything, that is distraction. So everybody knows that social media applications or these platforms that always hamper our activity. So whenever people try to focus on any task, whatever they are doing, whether they are working, whether they are studying or anything, notification from WhatsApp, Facebook or Instagram is more than enough to disturb the rhythm of the work. Let's say you are studying, so immediately your phone beeps and now you'll get anxious and you would like to check as soon as possible that who has sent you this message or what this notification is for. Okay, so these notifications are quite frequent these days, like on WhatsApp, Facebook, frequent notifications we are getting that doesn't let you work nicely. So when you say more than enough, it's again a phrase as a notification from all such things is disturb the rhythm. Okay, so this is what the grave reality of today's time, and we connected it with concentration. So after this introduction, we'll talk about the first question, what it is. It is meditation. So obviously that's meditation, and when do you do it? I do it every morning for 20 minutes. So I would say that I start my day after meditating for 20 minutes. Then when did you learn it? So I started learning meditation 6 months ago, and why I started learning, as I become a social media addict at that time. Social media addict means I used to spend hours on end on Instagram and Facebook. Why? I used to be making reels, might be sharing posts on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp and all, chatting with friends. So many activities were happening. So I basically realized that I became a social media addict at that time. So and this activity basically, it had deleterious effect on my studies. So deleterious means what? Harmful. Adverse effects, negative effect or harmful effect. So when you say adverse effect, harmful effect, that's a deleterious effect on my studies, and I realized that my academic scores have decreased drastically. So after realizing all these things by myself, even my family was there to realize the same thing. So my father insisted me to go with him to learn meditation. Insisted means he persuaded me, he forced me. Okay, anyhow I need to go with him. So he wanted me to join some meditation classes that he used to be going at that time. Okay, then finally I agreed and I started going with him. Initially it sounded quite simple for me, like what I thought, okay, it's quite easy to meditate. What we supposed to do over there is we just have to sit up straight. So what happens in meditation? People generally sit up straight and focus on breathing for a few minutes. I thought it's very easy, right? Anybody can meditate. What's hard in that? You just have to sit up straight and just close your eyes and focus on your breathing for a few minutes. Okay, So obviously I went over there, I started doing it. Then I realized it's not as easy as I thought. Okay, so initially it was next to impossible for me to focus on my breathing. And why it was difficult for me? Because I had a chain of random thoughts. So once you close your eyes, or whenever you try to focus on your breathing, your mind started producing thoughts. One thought lead to another one, then the third one, and this chain, keeps on moving. You don't want to think anything into your mind, but yes, it keeps on happening. So it takes time to brain your mind not to think anything beyond whatever the activity you are doing. If you are focusing on your breathing that particular time, you'll be doing the same, nothing else, no random thoughts, nothing, right? So that was very difficult for me, but eventually with a lot of practice, with a lot of dedication and a lot of my hard work, I finally learned meditation quite nicely. Okay, and once I learned it, now it has become an indispensable part of my life. So when I say it has become an indispensable part of my life, means indispensable means inseparable, most important, vital. Okay, so that has become a vital part of my day. I never start my day before meditating. So I gives around the same as I discussed, right? I spend 20 minutes of my day for meditation. And how it helps me? Meditation helps me reduce stress level. At the same time, it helps me to feel calm and boost my attention span. And it's not only in the morning that I meditation. Sometimes when I think that I have a hectic day and I'm feeling exhausted, I'm feeling tired, and I just want to channelize my energy, I just want to refresh or rejuvenate myself, what I do it, I start meditating at any place for any time. Might be in the afternoon, in the evening, I meditate for 2 to 5 minutes, and that particular time, that 2 to 5 minutes work as a wonder for me. And after that, I am able to focus on my task that I'm doing, and I do it efficiently, and it helps me to improve my concentration. Okay, so finally I would like to say that meditation is that activity that helps you to concentrate quite a lot, that helps you to concentrate tremendously, and you can finish up a lot of work in less period of time. Okay, so I hope this topic is clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can write it down there in the comment section. If you like this video, so just click on that like button and share it with your friends. Keep learning with me. All the best.